One wrong turn cost him over $1.7 million, bro.
It's crazy what's going on in the world right now. Have you guys seen?
Yeah, no, I mean, the only thing everyone's talking about is that submarine.
A lot of guys want to be called daddy.
I enjoy.
I know you do. So,
Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg MMA UFC fight.
is this like for real? Or
Yeah.
is it- I'm eating it, and then the waiter comes up, and he said like, "Oh, how's your food?" And I was eating. I was like, "Yeah, it's okay." And he was like, "Oh, it's okay. Like, is it not?"
No way.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the It Is What It Is podcast, episode number, boom. It doesn't matter what the episode number is. All that matters is that we're here.
And that you guys are here watching and clicking that subscribe button because the boys, we just hit 70K.
Road to 100K. We're doing good.
7/10 of the way there. And we're flying up recently.
We've been going crazy, and that's all thanks to you guys. Thank you guys for showing love. The podcast, the consistency, you guys are loving it, and we're being more and more just open and real about the things that we really think about the world and our beliefs. And you guys are loving it, which is awesome to see.
So thank you guys for tuning back in and coming if you are new. And the last episode, we joked around a little bit. We said, yo, DJ Fab, he was being too sus, so we had to fire him. But, boys, does this look like a joke? Where is DJ Fab?
Buddy
He's
ain't
nowhere
here.
to be found. Exactly, where is he?
Buddy had a kid.
Yeah, he had a kid.
He actually had a kid.
Yep.
So, he had a kid, and then Bud said, hey, boys, can I have a couple of days off? I said, buddy, you're off.
Yeah, I said, buddy, you
Like-
don't have to come back.
It was like, you want a couple days off just because you had a kid, Bud? Like, you can have the kid and then keep grinding, bro. Like, if you're about that
He's
life.
not even the one having the kid, though.
Yeah, your wife is. So it's like,
Yeah.
all you did was like kind of just watch it come out and say, what's up, bud?
Yeah, you know?
So, buddy, I mean, he ain't about that grind.
So with that being said, we appreciate his time that he was here. But
We really do. He's an absolute amazing dude. Wish him the best.
wish him the best and his kid the best, for sure.
Yeah. His kid's going to be a legend.
Yeah. Maybe one day we'll get him on as a guest, but not as a co-host. You know?
Yeah.
But with that being said, we would like to introduce our new co-host to It Is What It Is podcast. Get a drum roll, please. Anthony, no!
What's up, everyone? I am their cousin Anthony.
Yeah, this is our cousin, guys.
Yep. You guys thought he may have been the third Ireland brother, but no. He's just your cousin, guys. So, in Alabama.
Yeah, from Alabama, coming down to visit.
He actually is our cousin from Alabama. That's crazy.
Yo, bro.
I completely forgot. No, but for real though,
man.
we have our cousin Anthony joining us today, and
Yeah.
dude, honestly, when me and Ricky were growing up, we didn't realize or appreciate how funny our cousin was. But then recently, we were hanging out with him like last night, and we just realized, bro, this guy is a funny guy.
Yeah, one of the funniest guys I've ever met in my life, and I've met a lot of people. But it's just something we're like hyping you up right now, so you better live up to the hype. But
I don't know if I can live up to the hype, but I've been telling you guys I've been funny since you guys were little.
Bro, sometimes it takes time to appreciate greatness.
you take it for granted when you're a kid, because he's much older than us. If you guys don't know,
I'm just 16, guys. No,
He ain't my cousin.
I'm actually 29, but
Ooh.
at the pickleball court the other day, this one guy was saying like, "Man, how old are you?" And I said, "Well, how old do you think I am?" I gave him like that smile, And he's like, "I don't know, 15, 16." I was like, "Man, I'm 29, man."
damn. So when someone says that, and when you say 29 back, what's the reaction?
He's like, "What? Are you serious?" And I said, "Yeah, man. How old are you?" And he's like, "Man, I'm 19." And he had a big beard and everything. I was like, I told him I thought you were my age, and he's like, "No, man, I'm just 19."
That's crazy. Kids nowadays are growing up fast, bro.
Yeah, bro, you never know.
Like, I went to a middle school. This sounds weird, but I was like driving by middle school, and there's a kid walking outside. Bro was like 6'7", like jacked and had a full beard in middle school.
Dude, kids are huge nowadays compared to when I was like
A kid?
12, 10. Like you're saying, the kids are so tall.
Yeah, bro.
Like middle schoolers just above 6 feet, and I'm like, what? How are
How?
they so big these days?
How?
It's like changed so quick.
Yeah.
It's that steroids they're putting in the chicken, man. I'm serious, man. You see how big,
Low key, bro.
You see how big chicken breast is at Walmart now, man? That's not
You
natural.
never see a chicken walking around that big, though.
Yeah, bro.
You know,
dude,
I'm serious.
One time we got a chicken parmesan. The plates were like this big, and the full chicken took up the whole thing, and it was one breast.
Dude, I've been saying it's the steroids they put in that chicken nowadays.
Is it? Yeah. So,
But yeah, guys, so this is our cousin, if you guys didn't know. And basically, we grew up as cousins, still are. Right?
I think that's how it works.
Yeah, that is how it works, Ricky.
So what would you say? Like, how was it, like, growing up with me and Nick? You know what I'm saying? How were we? I forget.
So I used to visit them in the summers. I'd come stay at their house for like 2 months or so during the summer. And I say Ricky is exactly the same as when he was a kid. He acts exactly the same. On camera, he's the same person off camera. Like, haven't seen him change. Nick was a lot goofier when he was a kid. He was just...
Like, for real?
You were just really, really
Like, goofy
silly.
looking or just goofy?
I mean, that too, yeah. But I don't know. He would just always say the most random things and have the most random, like, corny jokes and just constantly just being a little goofball. But, like, when you guys were little, I would get so annoyed with you guys. I'd just be sitting in my room, right? It's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm sitting there chilling on my phone, my laptop. Both of you would walk in. You'd like open the door real quick. And then you'd walk in and just stand there and just look at me like,
What?
I feel like that's the classic thing. Yeah, I probably did that to Ricky, too. Like, the little brother just goes in the room, opens it, looks at the older brother, and then just walks out, you know?
yeah, you guys would just stand there. And I'd be like, what? And you'd be like, oh, nothing. And then you just keep saying, I'm like, what do you guys want?
Bro, because, dude, we were, like, younger. There was, like, tiers of cousins when we were growing up. We have, like, 20 cousins almost.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of cousins.
Yeah, because our mom has 8 brothers and 1 sister. So let's just say grandma was busy.
Oh, buddy.
My God.
But, so, like, and all of them had kids. So just imagine that. And we're all different ages. But, yeah, the tiers of the cousins. I wonder if anyone else out there has the same thing.
Yeah, when we were growing up, there was tiers of cousins. You know, you had the older cousins, and we always thought, me and Ricky, we were in the younger tier of cousins. And
Yeah.
we thought the older ones were, like, so much cooler. So, like, you were one of the older ones,
Yeah,
bro.
you were.
That was pretty cool, yeah. That was pretty cool.
No, but, bro, we thought, like, we would do, like, anything to get the attention of the older ones to, like, feel, like, accepted, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably why we opened that door. We just opened the door, and you're like... And then
like, sir, what do you want us to do, sir?
You'd say something to us, and we'd be like, yo... You acknowledged our presence.
Oh, my God.
Like, that was
enough for us. Like, you just turning around and being like, what's up, guys?
You guys make it sound like we ignored you guys. I think I talked to everybody. I liked all the cousins.
You did, but I'm saying, like, if we're being honest,
some of the older cousins...
there was an echelon. So, like, there's younger cousins than us.
Yeah.
And then me and Nick were on the cusp of being on the older side of the younger cousins, but not old enough to be in the older cousins group. Like
and also
Yeah.
not young enough to be playing with the
young-
younger cousins.
like
you know?
I
like
guess-
they're playing with slime, and we're like
guess-
outgrown that. But then we can't play.
That's true. I guess the only other 2 cousins that are in your age category are what? Sabrina and Yan, right?
Yeah, but even Sabrina, like, she got up to you. That's her other cousin.
No, I mean, I didn't like her.
What? What did you say?
No, she wasn't with us. Man. I didn't like her.
But yeah,
But
man.
yeah. So we would do like different things. I don't know. I remember this one time, not you weren't there, but our other cousins, their names were Mitchell and Tyler. And they would literally make us do tricks and stuff like we were dogs. Like they'd be like, yo, do you want a blue Jolly Rancher?
Oh
Go,
my
like whoever
God.
go gets it. I don't know.
They would have us do stuff for them. Like, we would be like their little servants. And they'd be like, yo, if you go get me a glass of soda, then you can get this blue Jolly Rancher. Whoever gets the fastest wins.
Yeah, bro.
You know, I can see those 2 doing that. That sounds like them.
And we felt like we were like, oh, they're letting us be a part of the group.
Yeah.
But everyone's cool now. Like, as you
Yeah.
grow up, you just kind of like become friends with everyone.
Dude,
Yeah, but some of the younger ones, they got to put in their time, bro.
Yeah, they can't just skip now.
Like, come on. We went through it. It's like, I didn't go through it just to...
Just for it to end now.
Dude, I feel like growing up, all of us, whenever, because, you know, we all live in different states, right? Florida, Alabama, Illinois. So we'd get together maybe once every year or 2.
Yeah.
Like, everyone would just be just clowning on each other so much.
Such a great time, though.
There's
I realized,
just so
you know?
many pranks. Everyone just picking on everyone, like in a fun way, though. Not like in a bully kind of way. But everyone just constantly joking on each other and just having fun.
Like roasting everyone.
Yeah, roasting. We roast a lot in our
big
family.
roast right here.
One of the best roasters ever.
Sometimes when I'm feeling it.
We should have another one on when we have another cousin, and then we just like start roasting, but they don't know.
Well,
Maybe if you guys are liking Anthony, make sure to comment down below and smash the like button.
Yeah, because he is our new co-host.
So hopefully you guys like him. If not, it'll be
I was
awkward.
gonna be like, I hate this guy. This guy sucks.
This guy's the worst guest
I
ever.
know. Nah, but it's keep it real. You know, we were joking. We gotta feel like we have to let you guys know that we were joking. DJ Fab is still a co-host of the podcast, but he's stuck in like Las Vegas.
Yeah, he tried to book a flight to get here, but Bud's flight got canceled, so didn't make it. He
got
tried.
canceled in Vegas. I'm just kidding. He's got his nice, lovely girlfriend and kid too.
Yes. But
Yeah, man, it's crazy what's going on in the world right now. Have you guys seen
yeah, no, I mean the only thing everyone's talking about is that submarine going down.
Yeah.
the submarine that went down to the Titanic? And
I'm sure everyone's probably heard about it at this
bro,
point.
the memes. There's the memes are crazy, bro. Like there's no remorse. Like the internet,
the memes.
the internet is a vicious place. Like if you're
Yeah.
a family member of anyone that went down in there, bro,
I feel so bad,
I
bro.
feel bad, bro. You can't go on the internet for probably
No.
like 2 or 3 months.
It's all memes about the people on the submarine, man.
They were making memes before it was even done. Like
Yeah.
while they were still searching.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how social media is like doesn't care.
And
It's
it
almost
just blew up into this massive thing. And this is gonna sound so bad. Maybe I won't say it. Maybe,
Say
should
it.
I say it?
I think everyone knows what the submarine thing is without even having to say.
Yeah. No.
If you guys don't, it basically 5 dudes went on a submarine to go explore the Titanic.
Yeah.
And on the way down, the whole thing combusted because the pressure underwater, and they all died.
Yeah.
But it was happening for the past couple of days.
And the internet has just been making memes, absolutely clowning every bit of it. Like, man, you should share some of the memes, right?
I feel like you have to, but
Rest in peace to the people that lost their lives. You know, is a very sad thing. Anyone,
really is.
Anyone losing their life, it's just like, you know, you hate to see it. You just hate, you know,
Yeah, we
you don't
hate
wish
it.
that on anyone.
Yeah, we hate to see it, but we love to see the memes though that come out of it.
no, bro. The memes are wild, though, man. It was like they did. What's the meme that you showed us earlier?
Dude, I saw this one where, you know that meme where it's like that Indian guy sitting with his hand on his hip and he looks disappointed or mad or whatever.
Yeah, we can pop it up.
And then he's standing there with his hand on his hip and it says, when you find out the submarine ticket you bought wasn't the round trip price or something, or the $200K you paid for the ticket wasn't the round trip price.
No, bro, this is bad. Or I saw another one where it was like a dude and he was like holding out a piece of paper and he was like, and it was like God when you're trying to get into heaven, but he shows you all the memes that you were laughing at.
Yeah.
That would be me. That would be me.
He just goes down the list like, but
Yo,
yeah,
so,
I
man, something about that submarine, it just, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen the videos of the submarine,
No.
like while it's on land, like someone did like almost like a little mini documentary, like showing the submarine and being like, yo, look at this submarine, look at all the features of it.
Yeah.
And the dude in the video that's like doing the documentary of the submarine, he's filming it and stuff and talking about it. And then he starts saying, he's like, yo, something about this submarine just like it looks like it's a bunch of makeshift parts put together. And then the dude, the CEO of Ocean Gate, shows you the remote.
Yeah.
You've seen the remote.
Yeah, it's that game controller or
It's
whatever.
a game controller, a Logitech game controller that looks like it's like used for not even Xbox One. Like
an off-brand Xbox.
Yes, bro. It's
Like
exactly
the
what it
Walmart
was.
version.
The Walmart.
Bro, it's
Dude, that's why.
It's a $20 little controller too.
That's why it malfunctions. They should use
So
a
do you think they
PS5
just pieced
controller.
that thing together?
Like, here, I'll show you guys the video. Ready?
Yeah.
An experimental submersible vessel that has not been approved or certified by any regulatory body and could result in physical injury, disability, emotional trauma, or death. Where do I sign? Oh, take your shoes off. That's customary. Okay. Wow. Inside The sub has about as much room as a minivan.
So this is not your grandfather's submersible. We only have one button. That's it. It should be like an elevator. You know, it shouldn't take a lot of skill.
The Titan is the only 5-person sub in the world that can reach Titanic depths, 2.4 miles below the sea.
That thing looks goofy.
It's also the only one with a toilet. Sort of. And yet, I couldn't help noticing how many pieces of this sub seemed improvised.
We can use these off-the-shelf components. I got these from Camper World. We run the whole thing with this game controller.
Dude, what, bro? Dude, what?
Like, bro,
That's goofy, man.
it's crazy because if you think about it, those people, they just kind of put their trust into this person that they thought,
Knew what he was doing.
yeah, and that's like how a lot of things is. Like a pilot, you're not checking their credentials, making
Yeah,
sure that they can
yeah.
do it. You're kind of just like,
You see it's a company and you just...
this seems legit.
Yeah.
You almost
You know.
don't look at them as like they're not. You do look at them like they're a real person, but you look
Yeah.
at them like this is what they do, so
Yeah,
they are
exactly.
never gonna mess up.
Yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah.
a doctor. A
Yeah.
doctor is a real person,
Like it's a human, and
Yeah.
there's
and that
human error
you don't
in
know
everything.
There's human error in everything, so you don't know that doctor. I'm assuming to get to a doctor status, you have
Yeah.
to be very smart. You have to go through a lot of
Yeah.
schooling. That so it filters out because a doctor, you're working with someone's life.
Yeah.
So you have to do a lot of training, and the more high-skilled jobs require a lot of training to filter out idiots, basically.
Yeah.
Like if you got to be if you're taking care of someone's life, but it's like that doctor might be going through something in his life, but he like goes out super late one night before, does cocaine, comes back in the next day, messes up.
Yeah.
That happens because we're humans, you know. So
Yeah.
it's just crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you, like you said, you just kind of assume they have their credentials and,
Yeah.
like, you know, I don't get on an airplane and think, oh man, I hope this pilot has,
Like, you're not
he's
reading the
flown before.
reviews.
Yeah,
Like, reading
exactly.
like, oh,
right?
dude, this last time he had a little bit of turbulence. On
Yeah,
the way down.
exactly, right?
Not even like an Uber driver. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, you kind of just see it as the company and this is their job.
Uber drivers sometimes can be pretty sketchy, bro. Like you've heard some stories.
Yeah.
Luckily, I kind of want to be an Uber driver.
I feel like
Really?
dude, they get some funny and fun stories.
A lot of fun stories. I feel like.
I'm sure you
Like
get
if you're
lot
a cool Uber
Yeah.
driver around like a popular city where it's like people going out, you
Like
know?
literally right here. Like the city. Yo, he wants to do it to meet girls, bro.
I feel like it's not a bad way, bro.
Not a bad way. I mean, get your numbers up, right?
Get the numbers up, bro.
But then like a dude requests you to book and you're like, oh, busy,
Oh
cancel.
my god, dude, I've
definitely
seen,
cancel.
He would only drive on like Friday and Saturday nights.
Bro, it's probably the most busy times though. So think about it. You're making the most money, and you're just meeting Sade.
And you're in like, yeah.
And it's like low key better than going out
Because it's like, they're coming to you.
because you're making money.
They're paying you.
Yeah, you're making money, and you're forced to meet them, and they're just in a good mood because like you're taking them where they want to go.
I mean,
And if you deck your Uber out a little bit, like you get some lights and play the right music, right?
Oh my goodness!
You ever been in one of those Ubers and it's like you just thought you walked on like Cash Cab in New York?
I've seen them online. I've never been in one. I've only,
You haven't? I've been in one that has like the whole disco set.
I've only been in an Uber like once or twice, usually, and that's when Melissa, our other cousin, called it for me. Usually, I'm just taking my own car or like a family car when I'm.
Dang, you're
Wow,
missing out, bro.
traveling.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
If you get a good one,
Yeah, I guess you get a good one.
sometimes you can get the not good one though.
Yeah.
Man, I've seen videos where Uber drivers have their passengers like attacking them in from the back seat or throwing stuff at them. Have you seen those?
Yeah, no,
online?
my
It's
Uber driver
wild,
the other
man.
day was telling me a crazy story that actually happened. So I was out the other night and I had my keys in my pocket. I got in the Uber, got out of the Uber, checked my pocket like an hour later, no more keys. So I had to call the Uber. He came back and picked me up. And then I went in there. I asked him his craziest story. He said a dude got in one time like super late at night and he was like talking to himself in the back seat like evil stuff. He was like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
eat his heart
bro.
out. I'm gonna eat his heart out.
Yo.
And the dude was like, what the heck? And he just kept driving. Then the dude swings and punches him. He said he got punched in the side of the face.
The Uber driver got
Uber
punched
got
by
punched
the dude
in-
in the back seat.
Yeah. And he's the kind of Uber driver, he said he only talks if being talked to. So he doesn't ruin your vibe if you want to
Yeah.
be quiet.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
So the guy in the back was talking to himself, so he didn't say anything. But then when he swung, he like turned around and was like, "Yo, you get out of the car right now!" And he like literally threw him out. But they were like trying to fight.
Bro, that's
Oh,
wild.
man.
Maybe I won't not be an Uber driver.
Yeah, you might not want to be.
Maybe a Lyft driver though. Huh? Only the baddies use Lyft.
I don't know. I feel
Is
like
that the more premium Uber?
I don't know.
I think
what I'm
I feel like Uber's a little more premium.
yeah, I don't know.
Lyft, you might get more of those interactions. Gotta fight for that.
Lyft is
tip.
like off-brand Uber.
Oh, okay.
Uber was first.
Speaking and
I'm
which side
I'm
are you
only
choosing?
doing Uber Black. That way, only no one,
XL and the nice
no
ones.
crazy person is gonna order an Uber Black.
Yeah.
They have different tiers.
Well,
of
they have like a
Uber.
nice one. You can request like a
Oh
nice
my
car.
God.
I'm gonna buy a nice car just to Uber the.
The baddest of Sade's.
Sorry, keep going. Yeah,
But so would you pick Uber or Lyft?
I go on there and it's all about checking the price, guys, because sometimes there's a lot of Uber traffic, but then Lyft don't be getting as much love at the hour. So then you go on Lyft and it's like $10 cheaper.
So it's like situational based.
yeah.
And speaking of situational based, we're actually going to talk about a new segment that Anthony brought up. You know, DJ Fab would bring in the fun fact of the weeks. No fun facts this week. We're going to have the new segment. What is it? What was it called? You were telling me?
So the subreddit called "Am I the Asshole," where people just go on there, post their situation, like, "Oh, I got an argument with my girlfriend, or my wife did this, my neighbor did this, I did this to them. Am I the asshole or am I not the asshole?" And it's just all situation-based stuff where people can go and judge them.
And we all decide basically whose side we think we're on.
Yeah. So Ricky has a couple situations that we're gonna go through, and we're gonna decide: are they the asshole, or are they just being a normal person?
So this is the title of the first one. It's called The Bedroom Equalizer. All right, here we go.
Oh,
I'm just going to get right into it. He says, my boyfriend likes to be called, or she says, sorry, whoa.
Yeah. Well,
She-
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Nothing wrong, but it is a she, just clarifying. She says, my boyfriend likes to be called daddy in bed
yeah.
while being intimate.
It's pretty normal,
Yeah,
Yeah.
normal, yeah.
I've obliged to this request, but it's starting to creep me out, and I've decided I don't want to do it anymore. He's not happy with this and insists it has nothing to do with the connotation of the word. He just simply enjoys hearing her say it.
Yeah.
But since he wasn't budging on the issue, I told him I'd like for him to call me grandma in bed
My God.
as a compromise. He didn't like this option and said it was giving him visuals he would prefer not to have. Like, okay, join the club. Okay, that's what she said. Anyway, the last time I tried to initiate intimacy with me, I started to refer myself as grandma in the third person
Nah, bro.
No, that's not it.
That's not key, bro.
and he said it ruined my mood or ruined his mood. Made him feel gross, and he was being ridiculous. So, what do you think? Is she the asshole or not?
No, okay, so I don't think she's an asshole. Because, again, I mean, it's the same logic, right? Like,
Yeah.
a lot of guys want to be called daddy.
Yeah,
Like,
I would. Yeah, I enjoy.
I know you do. So, but a lot of guys want to be called daddy, right?
Yeah.
Popular thing.
But then I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I think it's weird to be called daddy." Like other guys will say, "Oh, it's weird." Like, why would I want a girl to call me daddy?
Because then it's like that's like incestual vibes.
yeah. But
I don't rock with incest though. Sorry, keep going.
I do. I'm from Alabama. But like, so she's just doing the same thing, right? Instead of daddy, is a grandma, which is another family member.
It's just like one generation off.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about mommy?
Some
Mom-
girls
I
might
rock
like
with
that.
mommy.
Mommy, yeah.
So I'm saying it's the same logic, right?
If that's what she
Yeah.
prefers, she
Yeah.
prefers to be maybe.
Maybe she's like a what's it called? A
And-
gilf. She could be a gilf.
And in the
could be.
in the thing, it says she's older anyway, so she's older than him, so she's a little like grandma.
But I mean, yeah, she's definitely not the asshole because if he feels all disgusting when she says grandma, like she feels the same way when he says daddy.
Yeah, who's to
or
say
says daddy.
she doesn't have that same feelings when she
Yeah,
says daddy?
exactly.
That's that's what she's basically saying.
Yeah.
Is like
So,
if
yeah.
you're gonna be uncomfortable, I'm gonna be uncomfortable too.
I think I would agree with Anthony on saying she's not the asshole, but maybe to fulfill his desires in the bedroom, he should find a woman that will call him daddy, papa, whatever. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
That's not a make it or break it point, though.
No.
Yeah, it's not make it or break it. Yeah,
But if maybe it is for Buddy, and if Buddy really wants it, then there's people out there that will call him daddy. Maybe she won't be the one.
Dude, do you guys think it's weird for a girl to call you daddy?
Sometimes
just going
I'm
off
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I like being called it, but sometimes I think about it and I'm like, it's kind of a little bit weird, because like daddy is like, it's like blood. It's like her blood. I'm not her father.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I'm not going. Yeah, I'm still going to enjoy it.
What about you, Ricky?
Yeah, I think it's good.
I like how he said that so shy. Like, I think it's good.
I think it is good. It's like I don't know why it's good though. Maybe that's all me. Like, is it weird that it's good to me?
It's. I mean, a lot of people enjoy it though.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
I've heard a lot of the guys say though, like they think it's weird just because of what we said, like, oh, like. I'm
But in
not
the
your
moment,
dad. Yeah. But I always say like I don't really think you can say I'm not your dad. It's kind of weird, but it's the same thing as calling your partner baby, right? They're not your actual baby, like
yeah,
your
that's
child.
true. You're not.
So it's the same thing to me. Daddy, baby, mommy, grandma, like whatever floats your boat, you know? Like it's all the same.
Yeah.
I don't think any of it is like weird or not.
You just gotta
weird.
find someone that fits what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
The grandma one, I don't know if I'm calling anyone grandma.
Yeah.
But I'm
not
sure
calling
there's
her
some dudes
grandma.
out there that probably prefer saying
Yeah.
it to the lady.
Probably. Do you
Very
just-
few amount.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Especially if it's one of you guys. Like that's what
Yeah,
you
nothing. Yeah, nothing. But like, at what point does it get weird?
prefer. Like
though?
great grandma. What? Like what if you start saying? Call me great grandma.
I feel like that title starts to get a little long though when you start saying great.
It doesn't just smoothly
Yeah.
go off the
It
tongue.
doesn't roll off the tongue, yeah.
Like daddy, mommy, even grandma. It's like
yeah.
mommy is like mommy is just so simple with it. Grandma, it's like it's got a little bit of like a rust around it.
I've noticed that I don't know if you guys ever realize this, but I've noticed like names that end in the sound E
Yeah.
kind of sounds more endearing.
Baby,
Yeah,
mommy,
baby, mommy,
daddy,
or like
poppy.
I was gonna use actual names, but sure, yeah, we can use family member titles.
Oh,
sure.
like Anthony.
Oh, I didn't think about my name, but yes,
Anthony, Ricky.
Ricky,
It
or
just- yeah, the
Annie.
E.
Yeah, something about the E just sounds kind of endearing.
Except for
Like nice.
Yeah, something nice or kind of like a nice ring to it when
I
you say
mean,
it or something.
we.
yeah,
Or I guess when you're excited to see someone like, oh, hey, Annie, like you're here. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just easy to get.
Anthony,
My name's a little long.
Yeah, you need that one syllable.
Ricky.
yeah, like that.
All right, that was a great one. So we're end of the result was we're not saying she's
Not
the
asshole,
Not the
but
asshole.
maybe they should find more compatible bedroom partners.
yeah.
I think
this is
I think they could reach a compromise. Like he'll have to see her point of view, I guess.
like
Yeah.
stepdad.
'Cause I
And like,
mean,
Yeah, maybe step grandma.
okay. All right, we're moving to the next Am I the Asshole segment. This is called the Regift Shamer. This is I know a lot of people probably have done this or going through this.
I can see where this is going.
Yeah.
My family does a gift exchange drawing each year for Christmas. We all reach into a bowl and pull out the name with a slip of paper. That is for the person whom we're going to buy the big gift for. I honestly hate this, as it is a bundle of stress to find something for someone you barely know. But we do it because the family always has. So I guess that's the first problem is Bud doesn't really know their family. But I guess our family's like pretty close, I would say.
But he said this is his partner's family.
So like step family kind of. So like step grandma.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said that I drew the 60-year-old husband of mine's great aunt.
Well, I need to process that. The 60.
Husband of his great aunt.
I don't even know. So basically, he's saying that he pulled out something and that took L, Bud.
I'm a little bit lost.
Yeah, I say cut this part out. This one
No,
sounds
keep
good.
it going. I think you keep it going.
You think so?
Okay, so what's the dilemma?
Yeah,
Let's
get
see-
to
let's see
the
where it goes.
dilemma. You know,
Yeah.
he's trying to gift to the great grandma or whatever.
All right, we're keeping it in. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep going. So he basically drew it for his like an old great aunt. I knew he and my great aunt were very well off, and neither of them or really needed or wanted anything. I knew also that the budget we had for the gifts of $50 max was not going to get him anything within his or her taste level. Since he did a lot of driving for his work, I found him a rather expensive set of tools to keep in his car trunk should he need them. He opened them during the party, seemed appreciative, and then thanked me. This past Christmas, so that was like 2 Christmases ago.
Okay.
Ooh, I know where this is going.
This
Yeah,
past
good
Christmas, I saw my gift was from my great aunt. When I opened it, I immediately recognized the tool set I had given him 3 years before.
Oh my God.
Even the tape I had put on part of a torn label was there. I paused, broke into a big smile and excitedly exclaimed that this was incredible, as when I bought her husband a set 3 years ago.
Bro, re-gifting is one thing, but then when you re-gift the gift that you got to the person that gave it to you,
I feel like you're trying to send a message right there, right?
Like you give it at a different party that you know that person's not going to be
you
at.
don't
Yeah.
give it. I mean, man, even if it was at the same party, I'd be like, okay, that's kind of bad. But he gifted it back to the person who bought it from him.
that's I'd say that's pretty asshole.
Yeah.
That moves into...
That's like, you don't even
The
care.
fact that it was to the same person.
Yeah, to the same person really pushes it over there.
The same person?
2 years later, it's not even open. He had the tape, the packaging still on it.
That's where the disrespect. Leaving the tape from the package before.
Like at least throw some like grease on it, so it's like, yeah, I got my use out of it.
No,
There you
that'd be
go.
more disrespectful if you used it and then gifted it back.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
I don't even know. Both
Yeah.
are disrespect.
I think that he's an asshole.
Asshole.
Definitely.
Asshole, yeah.
My asshole.
Oh, wait, hold on. He said it's from the great aunt, though. Right? What if when the OP originally gifted it to the uncle,
Yeah.
he just put it away and never used it, and then the aunt found it and said, "Oh, this is new.
This would be a
I
great
can
gift for
it."
little
Yeah,
T.
yeah.
So neither of them,
exactly.
it's the great aunt's fault.
But she might not have
But
known.
that's not asshole if she doesn't
Yeah.
know.
So we don't know.
But if the great uncle or whatever
Yeah.
is suggesting and being like, yo, babe, we should give this
Yeah.
to little Timmy,
Then
that's
he'd
a
be-
little
yeah,
bit fall.
He'd be the asshole.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on gifts? Because
On
it was
gifts or what?
just your birthday
Oh, on gifts?
in general.
Gifts in general. Oh, well, for my birthday, what Nick got me was tickets to see Theo Von, which is like one of our favorite comedians.
Oh, that was his birthday gift?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys
yeah.
get each other gifts on your birthday?
I don't
So,
know. I
this
almost
is-
didn't.
But this is what he almost didn't.
But I wanted to go see.
But
Theo
I
Von.
always get.
He
and I-
wanted to go see it.
Yeah. So it was like,
So he did it for himself. He didn't really care about me, but he's like, it's around his birthday. I guess I'll give it to him. But for me, when
I couldn't find anyone to take his ticket. Is what happened.
I got
I was the last option. Like all the girls that he texted, probably like 30 to 40 of them, all said no. They were busy that night. So then he was like,
yo, Ricky, surprise, 1 hour before the show. You want to come?
See, the thing is, he's acting like he's joking, but this is actually the truth.
It's not true, bro. It's not true.
Yeah, of course not.
Well, I appreciate it either way because I was the one that went. So I feel bad for all the shawties that didn't go because it was a funny time.
Great time, right?
It was actually first time I ever been to a comedian's show. It was one of the best times of my life. I was just dying laughing. Like,
So
good.
great gift, right?
Great gift. And that brings me back to the topic about gifts. I like experiential gifts. Like things that you experience with someone, you know?
Yeah.
Because
I agree
like
too.
after you grow up and you kind of get older, you have things, you realize that like things are just things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But things can also be an experience. Like someone's car can be an experience to
yeah.
them. It's just all what you look at it. But I like things like experiencing that moment with Nick. Or like I gave an experience to him for his 19th birthday. I flew a girl in and it was like his dream girl. And I also gave him 19 other gifts for his 19th birthday. Like, come on, I'm the best brother in the world.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, flew a girl, and that's quite an experience
Right?
right there.
Dude, you wanna be-
That's quite an experience.
There's moments where you like wish you were my younger brother, you know? What a good older brother.
But like my take on gifts, yeah, I would agree with that. And as you get older, it's kind of like, well, for me, I'm kind of picky on like the things that I want.
Yeah.
Like I want something a very certain way, kind of, you know? It's
Yeah.
like I know what I want when it comes to a thing, when it comes to like a shoe or a shirt. Like sometimes IBM and IBD, our parents, they might give us a shirt for Christmas or something, and it's like
Save your money.
they might wear the shirt or they might think the
Yeah.
shirt looks good, but then you look at it and then you kind of have to give that fake reaction.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, oh, I'm not going to wear this. Like,
Yeah.
that's so disrespectful. That's
Yeah,
asshole.
That is asshole.
I'm kind of the same way as you, or I'm really particular about the stuff I like and what
Yeah.
I want to buy. And then most of the time, if I want something, I probably already bought it.
Yeah, that's the thing,
Right?
too. Like,
Yeah.
with Ricky, I was like, dude, what can I get this guy? Whatever he wants, he probably would just get it for himself.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
yeah, so that's why you got an experiential thing.
Yeah, that's why I got you an experience, because I was like, dude, what can I get you something? And I don't want to get you something. I hate getting people things that they won't use, but they feel
Yeah.
like they have to keep holding on to it
Yeah.
just because I got it for them, and they don't want to be rude.
Like that toolbox you got me a couple years ago, then I gave back to you for your other birthday.
Yeah,
that's his story.
Do you guys get your parents gifts? Like their birthdays or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
No, definitely. But I give them experiences. Like I remember for Christmas, I think I gave my mom like a spa package. We gave her mom like a spa
Okay.
package, like things like that. Because even they don't like things
Sometimes you just hold on to things.
for no reason.
Yeah. Even like a gift card, bro, sometimes I'll hold on to that joint. You know? Because it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't want to spend it.
I think you
I don't know
want
why.
to spend it.
I don't know
What?
why, bro. I have gift cards from Chick-fil-A that are like 4 years old.
Give it to me.
They expired, but I still hold on to them.
Bro, what? You have like attachment issues.
That's just wasting money, man.
Because I'm like, dude,
And
I want to
space.
use it for a time when I really want to go to Chick-fil-A.
Dude, you're not only
It's been 4 years, though, and it hasn't
you're also
happened.
wasting the person's money who bought you that gift.
Yeah, they basically took money and just yeeted it.
But I still hold on to it for that sentimental value.
There's no sentimental value on a gift
Yo,
card.
he like that night before he goes to bed, he like opens his wallet, looks at the Chick-fil-A card, and he's like, oh, yeah.
Dude, by the time you have like 50 gift cards, you're not even gonna know who gave you what. Man.
Yeah, that's true, bro. Even me, I got myself when I had like a Sade, right? Back in the day.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had Sade, and it was Christmas, right? And I bought this spa package that Ricky got for our parents. I bought one for myself, and it was like a couple's spa day, right?
Oh, NCK with that W Riz.
Yeah, well, I bought it for me and Sade to go, but me and Sade aren't together anymore, so now I just have it. And that was like maybe 2 years ago. Still never went to the spa.
And you still
Don't worry, I'm
have-
trying to find that new Sade to take with me.
Dang, that's crazy. He's gonna.
Can I go with you?
Okay, Alabama.
Alabama. Sweet home Alabama.
No, but I really do have to use that, bro. It's just
Dude, my dad doesn't care about gifts whatsoever in our house. Like when I was younger, I think about in high school, around Father's Day or Christmas or something, I'd buy him gifts. And one of them, it was like a really sentimental gift. Some kind of, there's this little chest where you open it up and it has like some kind of like meaningful words on the inside and like some gems or something. Just like real pretty, right? And it talks about like how much that person means to you or whatever. I gave it to him one Christmas. He looked at it, he opened it, he closed it, and it was like, yeah, all right, go put this in your closet. And I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean go put it in my closet? And then the next year, same thing. I bought him a nice jacket for Christmas. I gave it to him, and he looked at it again and was just like, yeah, all right, yeah, go put this in your closet. I was like, well, I guess he doesn't care about gifts. So I wear the jacket now that I bought him. But he literally just does not care about gifts whatsoever because I think he just buys whatever he wants as well. So we don't do gifts in our house at all.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like,
Yeah.
and sometimes I don't know if I should get the gift or not. You know, it's like,
Like, what
are
do you
we
mean?
like, are we doing gifts? Like, you don't know. It's like if I buy this gift and the other person doesn't expect to buy me a gift, then it's like now they have pressure to buy me a gift. You know?
I guess you would only buy gifts for someone I guess you're close to or you kind of know already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I don't buy gifts.
Yeah, the
I'm
two
gonna
times he
stop.
did, he just put it back in the closet.
I know.
Anthony's closet is just full of gifts that
I
he's got
know.
for people.
Full of gifts to my dad.
Bro. Well, moving it along, boys, I have one of the craziest stories that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh.
Costed about a lot of money. So there was this man, right? He is in New York City, right on the edge of Canada. And he's driving along, he's driving along. This man, he's just driving.
He's driving.
And his GPS leads him to the border of Canada. He made one wrong turn. The GPS was like confused and it said turn right here. Should have been left. But he turned right, goes right into the like border patrol of Canada.
Yeah.
And once you're in that line, you can't like awkwardly turn around or else they're going to check you.
Yeah.
So Bud's in that line. He had 400 pounds of weed and $600,000 in the car. But he got busted.
Oh,
Opened it up.
man.
Over.
No.
Yep. What? So I think
Wait, first off, what's he doing driving around with 400 pounds of weed
he was looking.
and 600 grand? Like, maybe he may have deserved to get busted.
Oh, man.
No, I
that
agree.
hurts.
But like, you hate to see the GPS give you a wrong turn.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like you see that you're making a right turn, and then you see the border patrol in front of you. You know, I
Yeah.
feel like you should be able to read that. I don't know if you can blame the GPS fully
I don't
on
know.
that.
Sometimes you're just so focused on the GPS, though. You know, like
You're like, you just trust the process.
you hear it say, "Oh, turn right," and then
Turn right, straight into the Canadian
Yeah.
border.
Yeah,
Dude,
but then
that hurts, man. What was it? Apple Maps?
Yeah. So
I knew it.
we did the math, and I think
We did.
600,000 and then 400 pounds of weed. It calculated out to over 1.7 million dollars. I mean, I don't know if that math is right. I just got that. That's what they did.
and he's probably doing time too, right?
Oh, 100%. But
400 pounds? What does
Yeah.
400 pounds even look like? Like, you know?
I don't know.
That's
Like,
a lot.
a lot.
Man, oh my gosh. To think that he just lost all of that.
And yeah, he's done.
He was probably about to go sell that off and retire, man. he had 600,000 in the car. He was so happy. Like, once I make this final sale,
Once I sell this 400, I'm done.
I'm retired, buy a house in California. And then he lost all of it. Imagine he has a wife and kid waiting at home. Like, he said, I'm going to be there soon, honey. Don't worry. Dude, that hurts, man. 600K.
He tells his wife, like, yo, this is the last one. And then I'm done.
Oh, man, that's rough, dude. That
Hate to see it for
You
Guy.
do hate to see it. Because
is really rough, man.
So one wrong turn cost him over $1.7 million, bro.
That is insane.
Put that in the intro.
Yeah. So, Bud, what's up over there? How's life going for you, Bud?
Bro, life is going good. You know, we were speaking about grandmas earlier.
Bringing it back? Okay.
Well, I was just saying it's crazy. We're talking about grandmas, and we're actually, the three of us are about to go to our grandma's 93rd birthday.
94th, actually.
94th.
94th.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude, I don't think we've had this many family members together in a while, too, right? I mean, we got family members from Texas, from England, family
Yeah,
members that we
to
don't
celebrate.
even know. Yeah,
Because
94 is a
94.
large number.
that's old, man. She's getting up there.
That's almost 100, bro.
94, and she had 10 kids, came from a third world country, probably had some, you know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Yeah, and she's a sender, too. I'm just saying, it's crazy. She's in, like, good health, 94 years old.
She's
That's
moving.
impressive, bro.
She's moving around.
And that
pretty
brings
well.
me to my point, man. All this stuff nowadays, like trying to be healthy, doing this, doing that. Like some people say, "Oh, don't drink, don't smoke cigarettes. It's like bad for you."
Or don't have sugar.
Or don't eat sugar. There's people that are like not eating sugar at all, not eating gluten at all.
Well, cigarettes are definitely bad for you. But yeah.
Cigarettes are bad for you, yes.
Like, what?
But I'm just
going
saying,
with
you
this?
hear these stories of people that are smoking like a pack of cigarettes a day, living
Yeah.
to 100 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
heard
that's
a couple
true.
of those.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like,
Or even Warren Buffett eats like McDonald's every single day.
and that dude's old and
Rich.
is like a billionaire.
Yeah.
So it's like, it just makes you think, like, yo,
What is it really? Like, there's definitely predisposed genetical stuff.
Yeah,
But a lot of it, I
course,
feel like, is stress levels. Like how you know? I don't
Yeah,
know.
stress affects a lot of your health too. But I mean, it's more about like percentages too, right? Like, even though eating McDonald's or smoking cigarettes, like you shouldn't do it.
yeah.
But just because there's people who made it out there doesn't mean like, oh, it's okay.
Like,
'Cause
the
it's-
majority of people that do that probably aren't in the.
It's like it raises your percentage to be unhealthy to get out there.
Yeah, it's
you
probably
know?
true. It's probably true.
But there's anomalies and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like the grandma that's like
Or like-
110 and
or
she
like-
smoked a pack of cigarettes every day.
Think about this, bro. Like, there's the billionaire that went on the submarine that went to the Titanic, and he died. A billionaire, probably grinded like his whole life to
Yeah.
achieve that. $1 billion, maybe multiple billions. I'm not really sure. And he was just grinding for that. And then you realize, boom, he would trade all of his money, all the billions that he's worked for his whole entire life. He would trade it just to be broke and not have a home, probably just be on the streets. He would trade it just like that, you know?
Yeah. Because what is it? What is all that money if you're not?
If you're,
Here.
yeah.
That's a good point. That's why you gotta live. It's like all the cliche
got
stuff. You
one
really gotta
life, bro.
live. You got one life, and you gotta live every day as it's your last.
You gotta appreciate it. This caption that I put on my Instagram, a lot of people liked it. But what was the caption?
Appreciate it.
It said this. It's loading. All right, so pretty much what it said was
Appreciate it while you got it.
It said enjoy what you have before it turns into what you had. And that goes with like anything, bro. Like we're enjoying Anthony's presence and his comedy and his jokes while he's here, bro. Because he's about to go back to Alabama.
Yeah.
And we might not see him for a couple months.
And we appreciated Fab while he was here, too. You know, because look, now he's not. So it's
Yeah,
like,
for
you
real.
don't really know what you got till you lose it. But you got to know what you got before you
And
lose
we appreciate it more now that he's gone, too.
It's like
it. Yo, bro.
But it's like that dad though that faked his own death, and the thing that we talked about last week.
Oh, yeah.
The dad
yeah.
that faked his own death. He faked his own death.
And then he arrived on his... we talked about this last week, but he faked his own death, and he arrived on a helicopter to his own funeral to show his kids to appreciate him.
Oh my god!
Like that might be a little. That might be a
You
little.
think he's doing too
absurd.
much?
Was anyone else in on it?
No?
Oh, okay, that's way too much, dude. Like, you got everybody crying, all emotional about you, and paying for the funeral. Funerals are expensive.
Yeah,
right?
bro. Like a casket itself.
But
is
he
like
said a small
couple
price to
thousand.
pay for gratitude.
I mean, dude, no, yeah, that's a waste of money, dude. You put everyone through this emotional turmoil,
Yeah.
just so you could show up and be like, just kidding. Oh man.
And he
Dude,
probably
I
wanted
would
to
be-
hear the speeches too. Is what I was saying.
I would be so pissed, dude. There's
Would you
no
talk
way.
to him again? Or take a little
Might
break?
as well be dead to you after that one.
I mean, I'll talk to him, of course. He's alive, but dude,
But that connection's going to be gone.
yeah, I
It's
don't
like
know.
you never know if he's joking or not. you
Next
know?
time he dies, I had to be like, all right, I need to see the body first. I gotta see the body before I believe it, or is this just
Bro.
another joke?
Yeah. But speaking of appreciating of what you have, speaking of billionaires, I mean to say,
Yeah, what?
Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg came out, and they have a potential cage match in the works. They were talking to Dana White about this,
I heard about
and it might be a real thing. Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg MMA UFC fight.
Is this like for real? Or
Yeah,
is it-
yeah.
Really?
It's
I heard
coming
about
out.
it. I
It's in
didn't
the
know.
works.
They
It's in the
both,
works.
like, I think Elon confirmed it on Twitter. He asked.
What?
I don't know if it's confirmed, buddy.
Yeah, he was like, yo, if this is real, I'm about it.
Well,
So it's in Zucky's
talking
corner
about
now.
It. They were talking about it.
Dude.
Who do you have in that fight?
Dude.
So I heard, I think Angie's husband Mel was saying that Mark Zuckerberg actually trains in something.
He was
Yeah.
he apparently just won a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament
Oh, he won?
pretty recently. Yeah.
And then I don't think Elon trained.
Elon, I don't know.
But Elon looks like a much bigger boy.
He's a bigger boy, but it's like
Does
Yeah.
size matter?
I don't know how much size matters in a situation like this, you know?
Like, yeah, if he's untrained, I don't know how much the size will outdo
Like an untrained
training.
big boy.
Yeah. I mean, if they were both trained, it'd be different. But if Elon's not trained and Mark Zuckerberg is out here
Yeah.
clapping cheeks,
I feel like Elon could just be.
I'm just saying, like,
Elon could be trained though, and we just don't know. That guy's doing everything. Like he could be a black belt for all we know, and whatever.
I mean, we could, but would you
could
put
be.
money
And
on that?
Maybe he's not putting it out there because he wants it to be the underdog. He's gonna place a lot of money on
Oh,
it,
yeah,
and be
yeah,
like, yeah.
that's true.
He did say he wanted to fight Putin too.
Elon Musk is just a straight savage, bro. I feel like I'm taking him. I just feel like he.
This is what Dana White was saying about it a couple days ago.
To both Elon and Mark last night. Both guys are absolutely dead serious about this. They both want to do it. Mark Zuckerberg hit me up first and said, "Is he serious?" And I said, "I don't know. Let me ask him." I asked him, and he said, "Yeah, I'm dead serious. This would be the biggest fight ever in the history of the world."
That's true, bro. It would be because
Yeah,
everyone
that
that
would be
doesn't
big.
watch
Everyone
would watch
that.
Yeah,
Everybody will watch that because they all know who they are.
like all the regulars and just everyone.
So this is what was said. Elon Musk said, "I'm up for a cage match if he is." LOL. He said that on Twitter. And then Mark Zuckerberg said, "Send me the location."
Dang, he's a sav. They're both crazy.
Bro, I mean, it's like you got that much money. They probably can do whatever they want.
Yeah,
It's
they-
like they need some excitement to
In their
keep-
life.
Yeah.
They've already made all the money.
do you guys think it would actually go through though? It's just to build up buzz.
I think they would.
I feel like there's too much on the line for those
Yeah,
two,
I,
you know?
I
Like,
don't
if,
think they will actually go through it
like
because
if they get actually like seriously injured,
yeah,
like they
I
can't
don't
do
think
what
so.
they do anymore.
Like, what if Elon gets knocked out? Does Tesla take a big hit in the stock market? And then if
low-key.
Zuckerberg gets hit and loses, does
Facebook and
Facebook go
Meta.
down?
Oh my god.
Low key, bro.
Like, I don't know if you guys remember a few years ago, but Chris Brown challenged Soulja Boy to a boxing match. You guys remember that a few years ago?
That was before my
Uh-uh.
time, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think it must have been, I don't know, maybe 6 years ago or so.
Soldier
And
Boy
then-
was the first one to do anything, though, right?
No. Apparently, Soldier Boy liked one of Chris Brown's ex-girlfriend's pictures on Instagram or something.
Oh,
and then
okay.
Chris Brown got upset and challenged him to fight, I think.
I mean,
And
Chris
then-
Brown, he's pretty good at fighting. I mean,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he knows he is. No, Soldier Boy.
Especially against one specific kind of gender.
Yes, exactly. Soldier Boy actually called him out on that. He put out on a video like, "Oh, just because you think you hit Rihanna, you think you can take me or something." He put it out on a video.
Hey, low key, I feel like Rihanna might hit a little harder than Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy got Mike.
Soldier Boy
Tyson
has
on
like
it.
one hit.
Hey, that one hit might be all he needs though.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
But then they backed off on it. Like Chris Brown dropped out on it, so I don't know if they.
But
just did
even
it.
a rapper, bro, that's a big ego. Like rappers
Yeah.
probably have some of the biggest egos.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them are talking about how they're the hardest
Yeah.
people, the most
all about being
successful
the
balling.
best.
Yeah.
And if a rapper gets knocked out, bro, you can't. It's like
Like
dang.
a lot of them be talking about like fighting too,
Yeah.
like in the streets and stuff.
Like imagine Lil Baby and Da Baby are like, yeah, let's fight, and they fight. Lil Baby gets knocked out. You can't be saying I'm the hardest in the block and all that. You can't,
But does it look?
because you ain't the hardest anymore.
Does it look worse if you called out your opponent as a challenge and they take you up on the offer, then you back out? Like,
I think that goes away with time. Like no one will remember.
yeah, I guess.
But if you get like memed and knocked out,
yeah, you get
cold,
knocked out. Yeah,
that lives for eternity.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, like when Tyrone Woodley got knocked out by Jake Paul, like
Oh,
he was just known. He's just known as the guy that Jake Paul knocked out.
You
Like
guys,
his whole MMA career gone.
I think he was already pretty much past his prime already, right?
Yeah, he
What
was
people
on the
say.
Yeah.
downfall, but it's
Yeah.
like he's like Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, one of the best ever.
That's what I. That's
and
what
his
I
whole
read.
thing, like when kids see him now, they don't remember his Hall of Fame career.
They see the picture of him face down on the ground.
Yeah.
The
Jake
dude
Paul.
wipe sponsor on the cheeks.
If he would have backed out though, no one would have even remembered like that. They challenged like that happens all the time.
Who would back out with that big of a payout though?
Yeah.
Like Jake Paul. I mean, as much as I like,
How much
don't-
would you fight Jake Paul for? Because you'd beat him, obviously.
dude, I would take him for just $1 million. Let me retire. Get the money and retire.
What do you think about Nate Diaz versus Jake Paul?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Nate Diaz, right?
I think
I'm getting.
I've seen
UFC.
I've seen one of the Diaz brothers. I don't know which one Nate is though, but Jake Paul's gonna fight in the UFC.
No, they're boxing still.
I don't know. I feel like okay. Let me say this first. So Jake Paul, I guess he's started boxing all these people a few years ago, and he was challenging a lot of non-boxers, and with how much money he has, like, do you guys believe these are legit fights, or he's just paying people off to let him win?
I think he's actually winning.
You think?
He's definitely actually boxing.
I think
feel
they're
like,
legit.
Then why?
because he just lost one of his fights too.
To
First
who?
time
Really?
against
To
Tommy
who?
Fury. It wasn't a not.
Oh, they actually went through with Tommy Fury.
Yeah, and Tommy Fury beat him
So
by
that
decision.
would be. So that's a bad look. That when you fought your first boxer, you actually lost.
Definitely not a good look.
Yeah, because I know everyone was roasting and like, why are you challenging all these non-boxers?
Yeah.
And you're trying to talk about like how good you are, right?
Of a boxer.
I think everyone on that side that's not in the scene doesn't realize, like, dude, from going not to boxing to boxing, someone that's been training their whole life is just not, that's a dumb move. That's what everyone that wants to see him lose is going to say.
Yeah.
It's like us as cousins when we were going
Yeah.
up the ranks. We didn't just start as little cousins and get to hang out with the big cousins. We got to put our time in with the medium age cousins and the little bit older than medium age cousins. And then we got to the upper ranks.
Yeah.
It's like he fought like someone that was a basketball player. But everyone forgets this is when he first fought Nate Robinson, the basketball player, everyone was saying, dude, you're a Disney kid, you're going to lose. Like, Nate Robinson's an actual athlete. And then he knocks him out, and they're like, all right, fight an actual fighter. So he increased the skill level throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And everyone fails to recognize, like, why would you go from Disney Channel and vlogging to fighting Nate Diaz? You can't, that doesn't make sense. You got to, like, work your way up slowly, I feel like.
I guess like I think a lot of it was people. I think because a lot of people just don't like him. So
Yeah.
people,
Yeah, definitely.
People want to root for him to lose.
For
which,
sure.
I mean, I'm not really a big fan of him, but I can understand the sentiment if you're in the boxing community, which I'm not. I don't watch boxing that much, but
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. He's going up these ranks, but it's still like, why are you challenging all these non-boxers, right?
Because if they're
Like-
taking it and they're going to make money, it's like,
He's going for like the biggest names. He
Yeah,
can
he's
get,
going for
I
a big
think.
name,
The
which
biggest names that he think he can beat, who's not an actual boxer. 'Cause
Yeah.
he knows
it's a,
if he goes against an actual boxer, like he did against
Yeah.
Tommy Fury,
Yeah.
he will probably take that out. Like he needs to build up his experience
Which
more.
business-wise, I was like, I mean, it's a great idea. I think he's a great businessman. Like,
Yeah.
building up all that hype. I think it was
because if you
genius,
lose early
right?
on, you don't get all those fights. And what's the name of the game? Least or highest reward least risk. That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
The highest reward, like
Yeah.
the biggest paydays with the least amount of risk. Why would you fight like the highest risk with the lowest
Yeah.
reward?
And I guess challenging the
Unless you're just-
non-boxers helps generate more buzz. Like people hate on it, right? But it just gets people talking even more about him.
Yeah.
Like it brings in new people.
Yeah.
Like if it's probably bringing in the MMA fans who like Nate Diaz, and they're like, a lot of those people probably hate Jake Paul.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, I'm gonna tune in.
People just want to see him get knocked out, right?
And
Like
they'll keep
Flo-
tuning
like
in.
Floyd
I mean,
Mayweather.
Understandably, right? People want to see him get knocked out. But oh, do you guys like him?
No, I
think
I
he-
respect.
I
I respect
respect
him
him.
more than most people, I'd say, because I feel like I understand. Like
Where he's
to
coming
do what he
from.
did, bro, is I don't know. It's really hard.
Yeah,
Like
I respect
no,
him.
not many people have gotten to those heights, and even though it's just vlogging, I feel like he's even said it's like super hard.
And he's like he's
600
putting on for like the YouTube community. I feel like.
I guess
we're part of that.
I don't think it's like about like the heights you reach. I guess it's more about what's your personality, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Like, granted, I don't watch his stuff. I haven't seen him in years. But back when I guess he was like doing all this stuff, he just comes off as a huge asshole, an immature asshole.
So would you say in the question, am I the asshole? Would you say he is?
he seems like one.
Is he the asshole?
I would say he seems like one. Again, I haven't seen his stuff in years.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never really watched
I would say
him.
definitely. I'd say you
Yeah.
could see him mature throughout the years. Like definitely, like when he was younger, I would
Yeah.
say definitely immature.
Like, in vlogs, definitely he did like some immature stuff. I would say.
But we've all done some immature stuff.
And I think if
Yeah.
you see some of the stuff that he does when he's boxing, which is like the popular stuff that gets clipped
Yeah.
and goes viral everywhere, I think some of it is like an act.
I can
And
understand
He
that,
plays
yeah.
into like the villain, you know?
Yeah, I can totally understand that. Like if someone was telling me, dude, go act like an asshole on the internet and you'll get all this money, I'm like, hell yeah, sign me up, right? So I can get it. So it's kind of like, it depends. Like, is that the real him or is it the business him? If that's the real him, then yeah, that guy's an asshole. I don't like him. But
Yeah,
if it's the
yeah,
business side,
yeah.
I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna do it. I do it for the money. You know, most people would do it. So I guess it
Yeah.
just depends. But I would love to see the Nate Diaz thing. I mean, just for fun.
That's
I
gonna
guess.
be crazy. Yeah.
I mean, I don't pay for any of this stuff. I just watch the illegal stream after it's posted.
You're joking though. If the FBI are watching,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we pay for everything, right?
FBI, I'm just joking. That was a joke for sure.
He's being
Yeah.
satire. So
Yeah,
if you didn't get the joke, you're the problem.
Sarcasm.
But okay, so who do you guys think? Well, I guess no. Jake Paul would probably win because he's actually training boxing.
I think Jake Paul's gonna win.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
do
know.
too.
Nate Diaz seems like a little out of it if you've seen like the clips and stuff.
He just seems.
One
like he's
thing I
not
gotta
there.
say, yeah, Nate Diaz would probably clap my cheeks. So I hope he's not watching this.
dude. He would, bro. Come on.
He would probably.
Nah, you could take.
I'm undefeated though, you know.
True.
His record is like half and half though. You know?
Yeah, there's
Like,
no way you would lose. You're undefeated.
Yeah.
The numbers
true.
don't lie.
No, but bro, like I'm not gonna lie. Like him and Mike Tyson, they have that thing where the body and the persona and everything that they do doesn't match the voice. Like you know, you hear Mike Tyson talk.
Oh yeah.
And
it's-
he's like,
people make fun of the way Mike Tyson talks. Yeah.
And like
it's
same
just-
thing with Nate Diaz. He's got like a. It's probably from being hit in the head so much. He's got like a lisp. You know, it's
Yeah.
like very soft. But hey, I respect you. You're a great guy.
But you're not undefeated like Nick though.
Yeah.
So when are
Yeah.
they planning for this to happen?
I think
August.
August. Okay, I want to see that. Is there any other like?
You know Bryce Hall?
No, Bryce Hall.
Oh.
Nah.
Yeah. No.
Nah.
Do
Yeah,
you-
but I want to ask you a question though.
Who does?
Unless you have a good question.
No, I was gonna ask. When's the last time you did the boxing?
Like the last time I trained, actually, when I fought.
Was
Like,
that?
I
how
haven't
long?
trained since then. So that was like 2 years
2
ago.
years ago? Would you do? Was it against a YouTuber?
It was against.
A social influencer.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Would
You know,
you
TikTok and stuff?
Would you be willing to do another one against like another YouTuber or social?
I get
influencer?
offered because like I feel like I did one, so my name gets thrown around in
Yeah.
there, and then he keeps on fighting people. So then
Yeah.
people like they look and they check, oh, who did DK Money fight, and then they'll see me there. So I just got offered like yesterday.
Oh,
did?
really? You take it?
No.
All right. Let me ask you this.
It takes
then.
up a lot of time, is what it is. I say that every time, but
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, because you got to train a lot.
You got to train and like commit, you know.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to go in there and not train and commit, and then just go in there and take.
Can't
it out.
lose, bro.
yeah, exactly.
Unless I'm going against like a scrub, then I'd go in there no training, get a bag. That'd be the ultimate.
Like, who's a scrub that you could go against right now if you had to
Like-
throw a name out there?
Name
like
'em.
Brent Rivera, probably. the
Okay, but that's like
Lopez brothers, probably.
you could probably beat Brent Rivera with one arm tied
Are
behind your
these
back.
YouTubers?
Oh, Lopez brothers. I think you could take them.
I don't know what they were more pedophiles.
I don't
Oh,
even
yeah,
know
they are.
Is there I don't know if you would want to say this, but is there like a YouTuber out there that I don't know you guys interacted with or you've seen where you're just like, man, I can't stand this guy? Where if you heard they were looking for a boxing match, you'd be like, I'm taking it up just so I can knock this guy out.
Excuse me, but yeah, you can go first.
I don't know if you want to call anyone out.
Yeah, I mean, we've said this a couple times. Probably Lopez brothers, definitely.
Yeah, Lopez brothers.
I don't know. I've never met them though, so. But apparently they've met a lot of younger people in their life.
I don't know who those guys are.
That's probably a good
Well,
thing.
yeah.
You ain't missing much.
But yeah.
Unless you like helicopters.
But yeah.
Yeah, guys, that's crazy, huh?
So what do you, dude? Actually, I do have a question. If you could tell, this is something I'm genuinely curious in.
Yeah.
If you could tell the high school version of yourself one thing,
Oh my god.
what would you tell him?
Oh man.
Put you on the spot, huh?
I know what I would want to tell myself. I just don't think the high school version of myself would listen. Because I mean, you guys know, I was like a real like rowdy kid when I was younger, just getting into a lot of trouble and
A bad boy,
yeah,
some people
I
would
was
say.
bad. I was a bad kid just growing
A
up.
naughty boy?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, a lot of spanking?
I got hit quite a bit growing up. But not in the way you guys are probably laughing about. But I would probably tell myself to just actually try in school. Because growing up, I never really tried in school. I never really studied that much. And then because of that, I didn't get a scholarship to college. So my dad had to pay for my college going in. And I never really started trying till maybe like my second year of college. And then when I actually started trying, I was doing really well, right? Making straight A's and everything. And I was like, man, school's actually not that hard. I just never tried. I always thought I was dumb, And I think it was just immaturity, right? I didn't really mature throughout high school, and just all I focused on was just having fun, hanging out with friends, and goofing off. So that's kind of my one regret, that I think I could have just saved my dad a lot of money if I tried for a scholarship. And because I don't know.
So your dad was probably like, yo, what is this gift? What is this $20 meaningful gift when I'm paying $20,000 a year for you to go to school?
I know, yeah. I don't know. I just feel bad for my dad. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Or I wish I could go back and just make his life a little easier.
Like a good gift to him would have been like a better report card in high school.
Yeah, and then getting like a scholarship to save him the college fees. That's what I would tell myself.
Dang, but you had some fun when
I
right?
mean, yeah,
so, like,
I had fun.
Never regret that,
I had fun.
Because some people like only like go hard. I've seen this before where some people will go so hard in school, and all they do is like care about being like perfect in school, and then they graduate. Maybe they're the valedictorian, and then they look back and they're like, "Dang, I wish I would have been a kid or just lived it up with my friends." But I think a balance.
A balance.
A
You gotta
balance.
have a balance. I didn't have a balance. I was just all the way on the fun side.
Yeah.
Just goofing off and like
you were just playing hard. You weren't working hard.
yeah, I was just playing hard. I wasn't working hard at all.
Yeah, that's key to play hard and work hard.
What would you guys tell yourself back in high school?
The one thing I would have told myself was just spend the night in Target like earlier, just so we could grind more.
Yeah, I guess that is true, man. You guys popped off so hard when you did that Target video, and man, it's lucky too, because I remember when you guys were young and you first started doing the prank videos, and they were really funny when you was like just starting out. And then you said Nick wanted to quit for like a year or so, right? You guys stopped making videos.
I talked about
he
that.
made it not fun.
Yeah,
Really?
so when
Wait, why?
we first started YouTube, and the point of it was because we watched this other YouTuber named Roman Atwood, and he told us like, yo, if you want to start something, do it right now. So
Yeah.
after that, I looked over at Nick and I was like, yo, let's film our first vid right now.
Yeah.
And we filmed it then, and then ever since then, I was probably like 14 and he was like 11, like still a little kid, and I was like, yo, we got to keep grinding. And I was just too like, I was the asshole, I guess, I was kind of like too.
He would make it like you'd take the fun out of it.
It's more like work, I guess.
Yeah, more like work, but just the way he would say things like back in the day. And I'm like, bro, I'm like a kid, bro. I'm like 11 years old. Like I don't even know what I'm doing in life. I'm just like
A little bud. Like
I don't
imagine
really
11.
know what I'm doing.
Well, I mean, 11-year-olds nowadays are like 6'7", like grinding
But back in the day,
full-time jobs.
Back in the day, 11 was pretty young.
No, it is young. 11's young, bro.
It goes like he keeps using the word structure.
No, but for real though, he would take the fun out of it. He would take the fun out of it, and then I would just be like, bro, if this is how it's gonna be, I don't even want to do it. Like even if it did work, and he was being like that, I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. Like I'd rather go play basketball with my friends.
So after the year that you guys quit, what got you back into? Because I remember visiting you, and I think Ricky told me like, yeah, Nick doesn't want to do it anymore, and we quit last year or something. And I was trying to tell you like, no, you guys are funny. Like do it again. These videos are hilarious. What actually got you back into wanting to make videos?
That right there.
The Target?
No, you said.
Oh my god.
He was like, oh, maybe I am. Older
IVP
cousin says I am.
Yeah, I take the credit for IVP then, guys. I got them back into it.
No, but it's just crazy. Imagine if we never came back to it.
Yeah.
It was definitely him. I give him the credit for coming back to it.
Yeah, it was me. I knew that I wanted to, but I think I did sit him down and I was like, yo, bro, let's try this again, and I'm going to try to be like way nicer.
You sat down 12-year-old Nick and had a long, deep conversation.
Hey, man, I know that I was very structured before, but we could be a little looser. You can still,
That's really what it was, though, I think.
I did. But if I didn't sit him down, maybe we're not here.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, we can like get normal jobs and like spend all this time working to get money, which like in the long grand scheme of things, like it wouldn't be like if you're getting a job at like 15, it's like you're not making that much money.
Yeah.
So it's like, or we could spend that time making videos.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, well, we learned a lot and we had fun, hopefully. And then if it does work, then that's like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's give it another shot.
Yeah, that's how I explained it. Because, dude, if you're grinding 15, 16, 17,
Yeah.
like, how much can you actually make in those years?
Yeah.
Like, you can make a little bit, but it wasn't much of a risk to not work.
Yeah.
Because we were living at home and
That's true.
Bud's in middle school.
Because how old were you guys when you made the Target video?
I think.
I was a freshman, I think.
Yeah, he was 14, I think, and I was 17.
Okay, so you guys still had like a lot of time back then to
Yeah.
experiment, and if it didn't work, yeah, like you were saying. That's just so wild, man. I remember when you guys posted that and you guys were telling me about it and just seeing your numbers blow up. And I think I watched that one countdown video where it shows your subscribers going up when you guys finally it was either 100K or 1 million or something.
Oh, 1 million, we did a live stream.
Was it 1 million? Yeah, and that was just so hype, man. I was so happy for you guys, seeing you guys blow up on that video. That was just wild, man.
Thank you, man.
You guys did good, man. Like, you guys doing crazy good.
Thank you, bro.
You're welcome.
Dude, well, I think there's only one way to wrap this up. Anthony, if you guys didn't know, he's a professional freestyle rapper.
No,
so I think we're going to put on a beat and close it out.
I can't freestyle.
You don't think so?
No,
I think so.
Oh, hey, we didn't tell Nick the restaurant story.
Oh, okay. Should we tell that?
Yeah, we'll save the freestyle for next time, and we're gonna hear a little story from these two. They went out to lunch and they didn't invite me, guys.
We actually did invite him, but he was
no, he didn't.
busy.
Dude, I was
He was
busy.
busy.
Dude, I was.
What was he
and
doing?
I didn't get invited.
He was busy with 2 tings.
It's crazy, bro. That's not true. There's only one. Nah, I wasn't with anybody. I was alone.
Dude, but we went out to the restaurant earlier, and I ordered this tuna watermelon dish or whatever. It was almost kind of like a poke bowl with just tuna and watermelon slices, and it was like $16. And so I was eating it, and I was like, oh, it's all right. It's not like there's nothing special about it.
It was mid.
It's just literally just watermelon and tuna, and there's not like any kind of nice sauce on there or anything. So
Like watermelon and tuna chunks, they look basically the same
That's
too.
what I was gonna say.
They
They
did look
look
the
kind of
same.
similar.
It's like a sweet and like a plain version of the same thing.
At first, I didn't even know which one was which between the watermelon and the tuna. But I'm eating it, and then the waiter comes up and he's like, I think he said like, "Oh, how's your food to me or something, or is it good?" And I was eating, I was like, "Yeah, it's okay."
yeah. This actually happened. No,
I
wait,
was like,
wait.
"Yeah, it's okay." And he was like, "Oh, it's okay. Like, is it not?"
No way.
Yeah. He started freaking out, bro.
Yeah, he was like, "It's okay. It's not what you're expecting." And I'm still eating it, And I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay."
It's nothing.
And he was like, "Well, do you want me to bring you the menu or something?" I was like, "No, it's okay. Like, this is just okay."
He was like having like a internal like breakdown. He was like, "Yo, is there anything I can do? Is there anything I can do for you, sir?"
I don't know if he's just so used to everyone just saying, "Oh yeah, the food is great" or something, But I just said, "Yeah, it's okay." And so he walked off, right? And then he came back a few minutes later to fill up our waters. And then I was eating with Ricky and his girlfriend. He only filled up their 2 waters, and he skipped mine.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
What?
He skipped.
like my water was halfway empty, the same as theirs. He filled up Ricky's. He reached across the table and filled up hers when I'm closer to him, and then he just walked off. And I'm like, dude, it's not like you cooked the tuna, man. I didn't insult your cooking.
Just okay.
It's like he never heard anyone
He's
say
like, oh,
anything.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. It's okay.
He never heard anyone in his life say anything besides this is the best thing he ever had.
But yeah, then I was like, man, this guy, did he get offended or something? Because I said it really polite, you know, just like how I
okay.
said. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's okay.
You're just an honest guy.
Yeah,
You're
I
not
was
going to
just being
like gas
honest.
him up if it's
Yeah.
not that great.
So, but then when he came and brought out the check, he was like, hey, I took care of the tuna for you. Like, he took it off the bill. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. That was really nice. Right?
And then I was like, yeah, mine was just okay too. Yeah, ours was just okay.
But I didn't expect him to do that, especially after, like, he didn't fill up my water after I told him that. But I was telling Ricky, I was like, yo, before we leave, what if I just went up to him, I put my hand on his shoulder and be like, hey, that was the best damn tuna I've ever had in my life. And then just walk out.
You'll trip him up so bad.
I just said it was okay to get it off the bill. But Ricky's like, dude, go say it. Go say it. I was like,
I
no.
wanted him to actually do
Did
it.
you say it?
No, I didn't. I was like, I didn't want to be mean. Because, I mean, it was actually
You've
just
been
okay.
thinking about that like all day.
I know. But, man, that would have been funny if I said that.
It would have been.
But, yeah, that was what you missed out
Free
lunch.
tuna.
Yeah.
And watermelon.
And
Dude,
watermelon.
I'm about to say that anytime I go anywhere now.
I mean, normally, like,
Just kidding. Dude, you ever seen those people that bring, I don't know if this is true. I think I saw it in a movie. But there's this lady. She's going out with this dude. And then they get some expensive stuff. And then the dude's like, oh, I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah.
And then the girl whips out like a cockroach in a bag and says, don't worry,
oh,
I got
no,
it.
I've heard of that.
And then you put the roach in the burger or whatever food you got in the pasta, in the lobster.
Oh, no, that's so tacky, man. That's not.
Man, if you're broke though, you know?
But that's pretty much like.
The equivalent of saying it's okay.
No, I mean, it's like you're scamming the
Same,
restaurant.
same outcome.
I mean, it's not like I said it to get a free meal. You know, you're scamming the
I don't know.
restaurant.
You seem like a you seem like,
Is
you know?
Anthony the asshole?
No. So
If you're a regular doing that, are you?
If you're
Yeah.
regular doing that,
Regular doing what?
If your intention is to get the free meal,
no.
I think you are.
My intention is just to be honest. Like I said it in like a polite way.
Yeah, I think
You
that's
did.
respectable.
Because
I
I
think
mean,
very respect.
I think it's more
Those are
like
complaints.
the restaurant. If I was a restaurant owner, I would want to know if one of my dishes is not good so I can improve it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I think, especially sometimes I'll see YouTubers talk about, oh, I run this restaurant or I run this snack shop. Man, people left a 1-star review because they didn't like something. They could have just came up and told me and I would have fixed it. Right. So some business owners, they want to know if something's not good. I'll give them an honest review about it in like a polite way. So if they want to fix it, they can fix it. If not, they don't. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying like it's not that great.
Yeah, I think
right?
that's key.
I think
Gotta
people
be
are
honest.
afraid to be honest. You know?
Yeah, I guess
So it's
they,
cool that you can just say.
they might think it's a little awkward.
It's like become
Yeah.
rude, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like,
I-
oh,
And because I know I was eating with some friends in Dallas. We went to this one Italian place, and I got this fettuccine. Why are you guys laughing?
I don't know, bro.
There's nothing
just
spicy.
the way you're telling it.
No, but there's nothing spicy in the story. I'm just saying, like, I was eating the fettuccine, and it just tasted like water, right? It had no flavor to it. And then the waiter comes up and says, "Oh, how's your food?" And I was eating it. My face is down. I'm like, "Oh, I mean, it's not that great. It's kind of bland." And my friends are just like. And then the waiter didn't say anything. He just walked away from the table. And I was just like, oh, okay then. I thought he would just say, oh, I'm sorry, or just, something, just
Something,
Yeah,
acknowledge
yeah.
it.
least.
That's
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
awkward,
yeah.
more awkward.
I'm not saying it to get a free meal. I'm just being honest. It's kind of bland, right?
Mhm.
And then my friend's like, I can't believe you said that. I was like, why? I'm just being honest, And then 15 minutes later, they came back with a different pasta fettuccine from the manager's like, oh, hey, I heard your food wasn't good here. We remade it for you. And then they gave it to me, and I ate it after they walked away, and I was like, yeah, still not very good to my friends. And then they came back and said, oh, how's the pasta? How's the new one? I was like, oh, it's better. Because it was a little better.
But they're expecting you to be like, oh, this one's really good.
No, yeah, I was just like, oh, it's better. Thank you. And then they walked away, and my friend was like, oh, I thought you were going to be honest. I was like, I was honest. It's better, but it's not really good. So I
Not
gauged
much.
that this is the extent of what they can do, right?
They peeked out.
Yeah,
This is their cap.
They brought the dish where they tried harder, and it was better, but it was still bad. So
Yeah, it could only be so good.
yeah. So there's no point in me telling them again, like, hey, this sucks.
Yeah.
You know, I just said it's better.
That's what we were talking about at the restaurant too. Like, how good can tuna watermelon really be?
Interesting
Like,
combo.
A max 7.5, even if it's perfect, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Watermelon tuna combo?
There's just certain things in life where even if it's the best it can be, it can only be so good, I feel.
Like, how good can licorice be? Like black licorice?
Not that great.
Yeah, like
It's
the
like a
best black
2
licorice in the world,
tops.
yeah, is a 2.
On a good day.
And normally it's a straight 0. I'd rather just not have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care for licorice.
Yeah.
Yeah, not my thing.
What's your favorite food of all time?
Favorite food, man, it's hard.
Or favorite meal? Okay, you're on your death row.
God dang, that's
And
hard.
then, like, boom. First off, this is random, but, like, what crime would you have committed to get on death row? And then what meal would you eat?
What crime would I commit?
Yeah, what would you be, like, what crime would you have committed to go to jail?
Oh man, that's a hard one. I don't really commit crimes
Being
anymore.
too honest.
Being too honest. I don't really commit crimes anymore since I'm not a young, immature kid anymore. I don't know what pirating anime on my laptop.
Illegal
That's
watching Jake Paul's fight. Illegally.
yeah, watching Jake Paul's illegal fights. I
Just
don't know.
kidding. We buy the fight.
Yeah, FBI, we buy those. Yeah, we don't pirate.
Being
those.
sarcastic right now, right?
Yeah, of course.
Not with the saying that he buys it. That was serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The other part was sarcastic.
yeah,
though.
totally, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know what crime.
All right,
I would
meal
commit.
then. Forget the crime.
Meal. It'd be a toss-up between wanting like a nice big steak, sushi,
Sushi.
or like some like Vietnamese comfort food. It'd be really hard to choose. It'd be really hard to choose.
You
between
can get
those
all 3, bro. It's your last meal, you know? I would say.
Okay, I would choose all 3. Throw Korean barbecue in there as well.
Oh, yeah, you're pushing it, bud.
What about you, buddy?
Me? Oh, I'm going sushi.
Yeah, I'm going sushi too.
Come on.
Bro,
not even close.
Sushi's just a delicacy.
Dude, sushi is so.
It's like a piece
good.
of art.
It is,
Yeah,
bro.
it is.
Like you just look. I could look at it. I don't even have to eat it.
No, I have to eat it.
Yeah, I have to eat it too.
Yeah, bro. What's the
But
point?
like I enjoy looking at it before I eat it.
it is
other
some of the
like a-
most aesthetically pleasing
Like a
food.
burger, I could just eat it
Yeah.
without looking at it. But the sushi, I gotta like look at it, look what's in it on top.
Do you guys like the rolls better or the nigiri, where it's like the piece of
Whoa
fish on
there,
top?
buddy. Okay.
Don't worry, I said it with a soft eye at the end.
It's the one.
The nigiri with the fish and the rice under it.
That one was closer.
I like the rolls to have like a lot of stuff in it.
Yeah, I like the
Like
rolls. I don't
salmon
know.
on top, dream roll, rice, salmon on top, avocado, cream cheese, tuna, and crunch in the middle.
Cream cheese and sushi?
Yeah, bro.
No.
I think
Just a little bit,
I think
though.
cream
No.
cheese is too overpowering.
If
You
you
think so?
guys have
I
a
think.
good piece of nigiri, the fish with the rice under it, is better than any sushi roll you'll ever have in your
What
life.
is nigiri?
It's the
I mean,
raw
I've been
fish.
saying it the whole time.
The raw fish.
I thought you were talking about something else.
It's the raw
No,
fish with
it's
the
like-
rice, bro.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Nigiri. I don't know.
That's how you pronounce it.
I don't know. I'm kidding.
I don't know how the Japanese actually
Sashimi.
pronounce it. No, the sashimi is with no
yeah,
rice.
with no
on
rice,
it.
but I'm just explaining to him like kind of
Yeah,
what it
I
is.
like that, but I like all that other random stuff on it too and in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I like that. Like,
You
I
have
like,
a good piece of nigiri and you bite it, it just melts in your mouth.
It does. It does.
And if the rice is done right, the rice is so good too, where like you could eat it on its own and the rice just tastes good.
with that little vinegar and stuff. In
Yeah,
there.
whatever they put on there. I'm a big foodie.
Yeah, bro. We need to get you in one of our food reviews sometime. You describe it so
Yeah,
well.
bro,
Like I'm
yes.
hungry right now. And speaking of hungry right now, I think we actually got to go to our.
Man, it's that late already?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, we got to go to our grandma's 94th birthday. If we don't leave soon, she's about to turn 95.
I thought you were going to say something else.
So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe right now. If you're watching this and you made it to the end and you're watching this on the day that we post it, tomorrow, Friday, June 30th, me and Nick are going to be going live on Bigo Live, doing a live stream, doing challenges against each other. DJ Fab is going to be hosting it. It's going to be a fun time. Download the link. Our name is Ireland Boys.
We're giving away 4 PS5s over there tomorrow, so you don't want to miss it. All you got to do, subscribe and click that link to download and hop on that live.
Subscribe to this channel. Click the link. Download Bigo Live. Boom. And then you have a chance to win a PS5. 4 of them are given away. Boom.